got something so good to talk about today. Personal power. So I talked about transformation last week. And let me tell you, that was freaking hard. You want to know why? Because it felt like every single day I was drowning. Every single day was some sort of test. Every day, my whole life crumbled. And I'm not even kidding. Every day. And I'm just sitting there feeling like it's happening to me, not for me. And that's the thing about personal power. It's about remembering. Wait a second. I'm the creator of my life, not my circumstances. So wait a second. What choices did I make to get me to this point? Look at that. It was not fun looking at that because I had to get really vulnerable with myself. I had to basically confront the things that I didn't want to see. The fact that what was happening in my life was a direct reflection of choices I've made. And I know that you're sitting there and you're like, no, my dog dying wasn't my fault. These are extreme examples, but me being late or someone cutting me off on the freeway wasn't my fault, blah, blah, blah. But wait a second. When someone cuts you off on the freeway, were you already in that state of being upset about something? Were you already in that state of, I'm going to be late and I have to get to work. I have to do whatever I got to do? That was giving your personal power away. Even if it was a small little moment. Because what is stopping you from living the life that you want to live? Tell me. Get real with yourself. And I realize that I'm sitting here talking about all of these topics and I don't ever give you any kind of guidance or like what questions to sit with. So I'll just give you what I sit with, honestly. What about the things around me do I not like? And I start there. Start listing out everything that you don't like and see where you go. And then once you write that list out, ask yourself, how did I get here? How did I get here? Because I guarantee you that the things that you don't like in your life during your transformation, whatever that transformation looks like, are the old version of you, still living, still falling away. And the thing about going through this tower moment when everything crumbles, or ego death, or what's another term for it? Spiritual awakening, whatever. Insert the term that you like. Anytime we go through an upgrade, the things that do not resonate, that cannot come with us, fall away. But then, what we don't understand about all of that, or what might take a minute to understand about all of that, is that you're going to latch on really hard, and I mean really hard, to the things that you feel are safe and secure. But what about that up level, transformation, whatever you want to call it? What about that is not allowing those things to come with you? Because that means that you're vibing or that you're feeling different than the moment that you're in right now with those things in your life. And so ask yourself, when you make that list of things that you don't like in your life right now, or things that you feel like you won't survive, because I've had those moments too. Of all of those things, could be 5, could be 100, could be 1,000, doesn't matter. Make it as long as you want. But go through each single point on that list and ask yourself, what did I do or what did I choose to get me here? It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to admit to yourself that it was you. It wasn't anyone else. It wasn't the universe. It wasn't your mom, your dad. It wasn't anything but you. Because let's say we're talking about a relationship. Well, it takes 2 in a relationship, right? Of course. And let's just say that you're really upset about the trash one day. You ask them to take out the trash and you just get really upset because they haven't done it. Or they say, oh yeah, I could do that, after I do this, this, and this. And you get so upset and you're like, I'm just going to do it. And then that creates tension in the relationship. And then you have all this pent up resentment. Because that's what it is. It's resentment that they didn't help you in that moment. And so at the end of the day, you have this huge blowout fight about dinner. What do you want for dinner? You guys fight about whatever. But what we don't get about that is if we would have paused in that initial moment and just said to that other person, I really wish you could help me right now with the trash because it's going to get me and give me so much anxiety because I just want it done now. I'm thinking about later tonight how it's gonna smell, how we made salmon and it's gonna be gross in the morning or when we come home from work. It's those little micro moments where we're in this transformation, and instead of getting upset and blaming everything outside of us, it's weathering the storm and knowing that we're making the changes on who we want to be and who we are in that new version of us, in that new thing that we want in our lives. And so where are you compromising? Where are you giving away your personal power? It could be you're stuck in a negative thought pattern. Oh, I'm so gross. I don't feel good today. Oh, why can't I just have beautiful hair? Instead of taking the steps to not feel those things. And I know that that is so much easier said than done. Trust me. It's not easy to get yourself out of that negative state. But it's doing one little thing every single day to get yourself there. And it's reminding yourself that you are the creator of your life. You don't like your job? What's stopping you from changing it? You don't like that person that you're with? Why are you still there? You don't like insert whatever? Why are you still partaking in it? Are you making those conscious choices every single day, being that creator of your life? Or are you letting life happen to you, giving power away to everyone else? Maybe you don't think the same as everyone else, and yet they want you to think like them. So what if they don't get it? So what? It's not their life, it's your life. And yeah, that might mean that you might be alone for a little while. But I promise you, the more that you are okay with being alone, and I mean really alone, not on apps, not on meetups, not on these random things that you do things with people that you don't care about. I mean, really alone, being okay. That's where the power is. That is where your personal power thrives, because you know who you really are. And no one can take that away. And you start demanding, in a loving way, not in a gross way, you start demanding that the people and the places and the things love you just as much as you love yourself. And love doesn't have to be, I'm in love with you. Love can be, wow, I love the birds today. They sound so nice. Or maybe you find a random $10 on the ground. Or maybe someone buys your coffee at the coffee shop. All of those things are love. Or maybe you make someone's day, and that's you giving love. But stop giving your power away to the things that don't bring you to life. Because we do that. We do that because we're afraid. We're afraid of change. We're afraid of being alone. But it's time to spread our wings. It's time to quit holding ourselves back and to break out of that cocoon. Break out. Be okay. Listen to that little voice on the inside. And maybe it's not a little voice. Maybe you get chills. Or maybe you just know when something is for you, or when something's off, or maybe you see things. Whatever it is, claim that power back. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to be powerful, to own your life, and to start making the choices that are really going to turn you on to life. The rest will come. It might not be tomorrow. It might not be the day after, but the rest will come. And all you have to do is surrender. And I know that that's tough. I know that you want to hold on to everything that you have known up to now. But realize that the things that are falling away, the people, the places, the things, everything that's not coming with you, is because they didn't resonate with that. They don't resonate with that version of you that you're stepping into. But it'll be okay, I promise. Because maybe a new version of those things will meet you. Or maybe completely new things will meet you. You never know. But that's the best part about the unknown, is that you're the one that gets to dream as big as you want to dream. You're the one that gets to love as big as you want to love, and you are the one that gets to receive what you want to create for your life. You get to say yes and you get to say no, and nobody else can do that for you. But it takes you accepting the choices that you've made up to now. Take responsibility. Don't push that on other things, because you know it was you. Okay, I'm done now. I'll let you guys be. Actually, I do want to give you something to sit with, because I said I would do that. During this time of big emotions, one thing that has really helped me is to write out the biggest dream that I've ever had. What that looks like in my career, in my life, with my family, in my relationships, romantic, platonic, and what it looks like in my next level life. write it down and get really, really specific. Those leave off those like material things unless that's really important to you, but I highly recommend to just kind of like how you want to feel and what you envision for that next level life, and really get clear on it. And then just put it down. Come back to it the day after and see what you wrote. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be huge, just like it was for me. So I hope you guys have a beautiful week, and I'm probably gonna put up a meditation of some sort. I don't know which one yet. Maybe higher self is kind of what I'm feeling, so we'll see. Bye.